Hi everybody, welcome to the second episode of Season 2 of Eat with a Beat, and today I am pleased to bring you not one but two easy recipes that are sure to impress. We're going to start with the quickest main course you will ever experience that people will ask you for the recipe left and right, and then next up, we're going to do a nice little side dish to go with it that is amazing because we're not going to be deep frying it and we're going to be getting some crazy texture. So let's start with today's recipe for miso glazed salmon and classic French fries. Wow! Okay, if you're like me, you love it when you see on a menu the place makes their own French fries or makes their own potato chips, because it's just better than the places that buy the bags of frozen ones and all that stuff. And so if frozen potato chips and French fries aren't good in restaurants, why would you buy frozen for at home? Also, the problem is, at least I found, when you cut a potato into a French fry shape, it sucks in the oven. So I did a little research and I learned something. And here's what we're going to do to make the best oven fries you've ever had. Let's start by cutting a potato into French fry shapes here. I'm doing about maybe just under an inch all the way around. Got these little kind of slats here. I'm leaving the skins on because, you know what? I don't got time to peel. Now, I have found that when you're baking French fries shaped stuff in an oven, it's never crispy enough. They come out soggy. They come out disappointing. And that is where this method fixes it all. So after you cut your French fry shapes, and you're going to want to do this ahead. Before you do your salmon, do this part. You're going to get all that, and we're going to stick it in a bowl of cold water with some ice cubes. Why? This is going to, after about a half hour, remove a bunch of the starch from the potatoes. Why is that important? Well, they're going to be crispier. They're going to cook better. It's going to be more like a potato that you get out of a deep fryer. So let these sit in cold water. I'm going to throw some ice cubes in for about a half an hour. Let's preheat our broiler to broil. And let's put the rack about 6 to 8 inches below your heating source. Okay, now it's preheating. In this bowl, I have added miso paste. This stuff is great. It's fermented, so it's going to last forever. I bought this over a year ago, and I think I got like 3 more years left on it. Many uses for this one. So a nice big tablespoon of miso paste, equal part soy sauce, then mirin. If you don't have mirin, you can use sugar. Mirin is just very, very sweet sake. It's got a very high sugar content, and that's going to be the caramelization. A nice hefty spoonful of this, the sambal olik chili garlic paste. If you like it less spicy, use a little bit. I keep upping my spice. And now we're going to add just about like a tablespoon of water to this. All right, whisk this together. That miso paste can be kind of annoying. All right. If you have some like fresh ginger, you could grate that in here. That would probably be good. You could do garlic. I'm going to skip the garlic on this because I think I might want a little garlic on my fries. Oh, you know what might be good? They were out of cilantro at the store, and I had to buy some of the cilantro paste. Not my favorite, not ideal, but I gotta find a reason to use it. So add a little cilantro paste in there. All right. Okay, once that's whisked, I will prep a broiler-safe tray. And by prep, I mean, let's put some foil down, and then I sprayed some nonstick spray. I've been using coconut oil a lot. It seems to have the most versatility as far as high temperature, no flavor. You know, they have butter-flavored ones, they have olive oil ones, and then sometimes you use one and you realize I don't like the way it tastes with whatever dish I was using, but the coconut oil is pretty versatile. So get your prepped dish. All right, once your broiler's preheated and you get your salmon on the tray, use a paper towel to pat that salmon dry. And this is what's so easy about this recipe. We're going to take a spoon and we're going to put some of this glaze on top of the salmon. And using a brush is what I should have done, but I'm an idiot. Here's what is so easy. So, we're going to put that salmon into the oven for 2 minutes, set a timer. And then, after 2 minutes, using a clean brush, put more glaze on it. Put it in the oven for 2 more minutes. 4 total. After that second minute is up, take it out. Put more glaze on it. 2 more minutes. We're at 6 minutes. 2 more minutes. After reglazing, after 6 minutes, 8 minutes, we're done. That's it. We're doing glaze number 2 with a clean brush. Make sure you wash your brush after each glaze, because that's how you stop salmonella. Alright, it's been 2 more minutes, so we're at the 4-minute mark. And we're doing the third glaze. And see how the sugar's starting to caramelize and the glaze on there is getting a little thicker? This is going to keep happening. Alright, our last timer just went off. We're at the 6-minute mark now. And now, you know what? I'm just going to pour, let's just pour this right on there. Alright, set a timer for 2 more minutes, and salmon's going to be done. Alright, our salmon is done. And we're just going to let it sit. I want to take it off the hot pan so it doesn't overcook. Because now we're going to make our French fry side. But check that out. Is that not beautiful? The sugar's caramelized from the mirin. The smell of the sambal leek and the cilantro I added. Cilantro was a good idea, I think. Okay, let's set that aside and go back to our potatoes. Once your French fries have sat in the ice water for about 30 minutes, take them out, put them between some paper towels, let them dry. I like to change the paper towels at least once. Came out here to get some seasoning for the French fries. Do some thyme. Some oregano. And I've been really liking some sage leaf on my fries. Not too much, because it's a really strong herb. Alright, let's go wash these and dice them up for the French fries. So, we got our salmon done. We got our herbs cut, washed, and minced. We got a nice dry bowl, not wet. And then we have our French fries that have soaked in water for half an hour. And then we have patted them dry between paper towels. Put them in a bowl. Now, I like to use a little bit of olive oil like to use a dose of, instead of salt, I'm using Tony's Creole Seasoning All-Purpose. It's basically spicy garlic salt. And then our herbs from the garden. Let's toss that around. Oh yeah. You know, you think you'd never eat a raw potato, and then you smell the way this all smells right here. Okay, now, about 3 or 4 years ago, I discovered the amazing joys of parchment paper. I love it. What's even better, though, is I found one of them rolls, almost like aluminum foil of parchment paper. This will save you for recipes like this. I used to use aluminum foil. No, I like parchment paper much better. You should already have your oven preheated to 350, if I didn't say that already. I'm going to put all these spicy herb fries on the parchment paper. Get them all nice and close to each other, because now we can use rubber spoon and get all that remaining oil, seasoning, and herbs. You know, waste nothing here, man. I can't afford to waste a teaspoon any of this. All right, we're going to stick these in a oven preheated to 350 for maybe 8 to 10 minutes, and then I tell you the secret. Alright, so ended up having them French fries at 350 for 12 minutes. And here's the trick. When you look at how to make French fries using a deep fryer, all the recipes have you frying them for so long at a certain temperature to cook the potatoes, and then you turn the heat up. And I was thinking to myself, why does no oven fry recipe have you do that? So after 12 minutes at 350, I'm going to turn the temperature up to 425, and let's cook it for, I like to do a visual aid here, depending on your potatoes and stuff, the size of your cut. I'll put it at 425. I'm going to start at like 5 minutes, take a look at them visually. If they look like they're going to be overcooked soon, I'm going to take them out. If they don't look done, I'm going to leave them in. But let's see what happens. 425 for another 5 minutes. Done and done. Alright, in the meantime, let's make a sauce for these French fries, because, come on, we're having salmon. We're having miso glazed salmon. You can't just have ketchup with your French fries. So, I have crushed up some cumin seeds. Boom. Tiny bit of cumin, maybe an eighth of a teaspoon. Let's get some ketchup. I love Sir Kensington's. Boom. Okay. Let us get a tiny bit of Mr. Honey Bear. Not too much, not too much. Let's get just a splash of Worcestershire sauce. And then a little Crystal hot sauce. Ketchup. Cracked pepper. Alright, sauce is done. We are out of the oven now, and look at these oven fries. Oh, the smell in here. You wouldn't believe it. Alright, let's plate up. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
and I hope you try this recipe and you love it. I just realized I don't have any silverware. I gotta go deal with that. See you next time. Oh yeah.